You're watching ABC7 News at 11.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Jacqueline Matter. Topping our news tonight, after last week's deadly school shooting, the White House is looking towards having teachers bring guns to school as a solution. But now, as ABC's Maggie Ruley reports, new questions about the effectiveness of armed school staff after it's been revealed there was an armed officer on campus at Stoneman Douglas during that shooting, and he did nothing.
Teachers have found themselves on the front lines in America's battle over guns.
If I can carry a gun in school and protect anyone in my classroom, then I will.
This is not, Stoneman Prison. This is a high school.
The president's weighing in.
Instead of advertising, this school has no guns, we are gun free, you let the people know the opposite. You come into our schools, you're going to be dead. And it's going to be fast.
He suggests about 20% of teachers should have training and guns.
They have to go to training, I would say every 6 months or every year. They have to have a fairly, really a rigorous course in what they're doing. And they should be paid extra money.
The president's push comes as new details emerge about last week's school shooting. When the gunfire began, there was one person on campus with a gun, School Resource Deputy Scott Peterson. The sheriff says Peterson arrived as the shooting was occurring and stood outside for 4 minutes.
What I saw was a deputy arrive at the west side of Building 12, take up a position, and he never went in.
Peterson has since resigned, but the sheriff says the investigation into his actions will continue. Both of the nation's largest teacher unions say they overwhelmingly reject the idea of arming staff, saying what their students need are more books and counselors, not more guns. Maggie Ruley, ABC News, New York.
Meanwhile, local teachers and administrators are taking a stance on whether staff should be armed with guns in schools. While some students and teachers say they'd feel safer if school staff members were armed, others say it's the wrong answer to school gun violence. In Manatee County, it's been a discussion that administrators have had since Columbine. Arming teachers is not something that the Manatee Education Association will support, however. And in Sarasota County, one former administrator feels it's impractical.
More and more in our society, police officers, for instance, who are our most highly trained professionals with guns, frequently misuse them, need to be retrained. Can you imagine educators being trained and retrained and supervised with something like this?
Meanwhile, local NRA representatives say arming teachers could save lives, and in the event of a shooting, they are already there. While it could take several minutes for law enforcement to arrive, local lawmakers have proposed armed teachers in the past. However, that bill did not pass in Tallahassee. And as the debate over gun laws heats up across the country following the Stoneman Douglas shooting, over 200 people were out at Sarasota Bayfront Park this evening, making their voices heard. The Sarasota chapter of the Brady Campaign to Prevent Gun Violence has been protesting every Thursday, but today their group was especially large, given the recent attention this issue has been receiving.
These are people who are passionate about gun violence prevention. We're not looking to take everybody's guns away and all of the scary things that you hear. We're looking to make the world safer, and certainly for our children.
The Sarasota chapter of the Brady Campaign has been advocating for these changes for the last 6 years. Students in Manatee County may be struggling more than usual with their textbooks tomorrow. This evening, the school district of Manatee County sending out an email and robocall to parents saying that due to the high number of threats, all middle and high school students are not to bring a backpack to school tomorrow. Instead, students have been advised to carry their textbooks by hand or with grocery bags. There's no word if this will continue on Monday. And there is a report circulating on social media claiming WWSB reported on a school closure in Manatee County. However, this was not a report connected in any way with ABC7, WWSB, or MySuncoast.com. This was actually a report created on a prank website. Any reports you see from Channel45News.com are fake. We take the safety of our schools, the students, and the families here on the Suncoast very seriously. We are here for you in this community, and we want to emphasize that we will always seek the truth and report it and be transparent with the information that we provide. Law enforcement has made clear all threats of violence at local schools will be severely punished. But tonight there's a new message to help students who are frightened by these threats. One local doctor with a specialty in child psychology says after deciphering which threats are credible, the next best step is talking to students. He says adults are wrong to think that they are protecting kids by avoiding the topic altogether. And a good way to start the conversation is by expressing your own fears and emotion after a tragedy like the one in Parkland.
If your child is really not concerned about this and you bring it up, all they'll do, they just ignore you. They'll go about their way and you know to drop it. But if they are concerned about it, they'll tell you immediately the moment you open the door. So the worst a parent can do is be silent.
Many area schools also have mentorship programs to help answer tough questions that students may have. Most of those types of programs can be set up after notifying a school's guidance counselor or assistant principal. Well, let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan for a look at our first alert forecast and what we can expect for the weekend ahead. Bob?
And as things go, temperatures remaining very warm, Jacqueline, so that's what we can expect. Warm temperatures are not going away anytime soon here. 72 degrees at this hour. It's nice out there. Dew point at 64. We have an east wind at 9. The pressure 36, which continues to rise at this hour. So high pressure building at the surface and in the upper levels of the atmosphere is kind of stacking up all across the area. This is the high pressure over the upper level of the atmosphere. The surface high is shifted off to the east of the Carolinas. This is the frontal boundary, which is kind of pushing that high off a little bit. We're still getting that east to southeasterly wind, though, and that means things are going to be staying pretty toasty here. You can see a lot of moisture wrapping around that high pressure ridge and heading right into an area that doesn't need the rain into parts of Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio. Temperatures currently across the state pretty warm here and in the Keys now. They're not reporting, but temperatures generally there into the mid 70s, 75 into Miami. A bit cooler, but not too bad in Tallahassee at 64 degrees. And as far as the future cast goes, tomorrow we shouldn't see much problem with fog, maybe a little bit of patchy fog inland, and generally sunny skies once again. Complete details on your weekend weather coming up in a few minutes. Jacqueline?
Okay, thank you so much, Bob. One of the area's most popular events took place earlier this evening. The Hobnob Barbecue brought out hundreds of people where business success in the Bradenton area is always the hot topic of conversation. ABC7's Rick Adams joins us tonight from the Dolphin Aviation Hangar with what the event means for area business.
Well, year in, year out, this is always the biggest networking event in Manatee County. And with the business growth they've experienced in the county, they do have a lot of reason to celebrate. More than 800 people enjoyed lots of delicious food, some great country music, and tons of networking. For the 30th year now, the Bradenton Area Economic Development Corporation has hosted this popular event. At the center of it all is the success the EDC has experienced in bringing new businesses to the area and helping businesses that are already here expand.
We have a attractive tax environment here. Our regulations are very business friendly. Locally, we have an outstanding county government and municipalities that support businesses.
One place that has enjoyed much success in Bradenton is IMG Academy. They've been here for 40 years, and representatives from the Sports Performance Mega Facility and school say they continue to enjoy tremendous growth.
We've invested upwards of $200 million in capital here locally. We've actually, I think, tripled our staff size. We're up to over 800 people who work for us here locally. I think right now we have over 50 open positions.
Tim Novak is with LECOM. They're a college that originated in Erie, Pennsylvania, focusing on the medical field. He tells us their move and expansion to Lakewood Ranch back in 2004 has been very rewarding.
Bradenton is a great, not only place to work, expand your business, but bring your family.
For the people who attended this event, there is a lot of optimism with the business climate, and the EDC is looking forward to what the future will bring to the Bradenton area. And the money raised at this year's event does go to support the Bradenton area EDC. A lot of folks we talked with say they're already looking forward to next year's event. Reporting from Manatee County, I'm Rick Adams, ABC7, your Suncoast News.
Okay, thank you so much, Rick. Well, how you vacation in the Sunshine State may soon change under a proposal that would restrict the ability of local governments to regulate local vacation rentals. The controversial bill passed its first House panel today. If passed, local regulations put in place after 2011 would be nullified under the plan. Supporters of the move say the issue boils down to property rights and allowing people to do what they want with their homes, while opponents say the move would not only place neighboring homeowners next to these potentially noisy properties, it would also increase competition for hotels.
We have to make sure we get this right. We are the #1 state in the nation for tourism. This drives right at the heart of our economy.
Amendments were also added to the bill today aimed at making it more difficult for sex offenders to rent from businesses like Airbnb, VRBO, HomeAway, and others. Well, stay with us. Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan will be back with your first alert forecast, plus some good news for pet owners, the upgrades planned for 2 city parks, and how Sarasota County neighborhoods may soon be getting money from the county.
Coast Guard, we are taking on water.
The United States Coast Guard. They secure our ports and waterways, protect our environment, keep drugs away from our kids, and save lives. It's dangerous work. And in times of triumph or tragedy, the Coast Guard Foundation answers the call to support Coast Guard members and their families. Learn more at coastguardfoundation.org.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
We all love our kids and want what's best for them. You have the power to help your kids learn to succeed in life every day. When you promote a love for learning at home, children build the skills they need to be ready for school. You can be their everyday hero. It's easy. Just text Everyday Hero to 77453 for simple learning tips.
Loaded with big laughs, colorful characters, and the songs that made the 20s roar, Bullets Over Broadway is bringing musical theater back with a bang. Your attendance is requested at the Players Center for this wild Broadway musical opening February 21st. Call the Players at 365-2494 or visit the website at theplayers.org. This is one Broadway show that is sure to knock 'em dead.
We answered the call of duty and left our homes to serve in far-off lands. Now, we answer another call, this time at home, in our own communities, to respond in times of chaos, to use our strength, our skills, and our experiences to bring hope amid devastation and destruction. Together, as a team of brothers and sisters, we're continuing our mission to make this country a little stronger and a little better each day. We are Team Rubicon.
Enjoy some of the best Suncoast restaurants on me. Just go to mysuncoast.com/dining, sign up for the newsletter if you haven't already, and you can win a $50 gift card to a restaurant in our area. We'll pick a winner each week, so go on our website and sign up now.
Some good news for pet owners. 2 city parks will soon be getting an upgrade. The city of Sarasota announcing the additions of pet areas to its Whitaker and Gillespie parks. Construction at Gillespie Park is slated to begin in 2 weeks, while no date has yet to be set for Whitaker. Currently, people can take their dogs to the park, but it is not a designated pet park with a fenced-in area. And Sarasota County is once again launching its neighborhood grant program. Applicants must attend a 2-hour application seminar to be eligible for the program, which awards up to $10,000 in matching funds to a single neighborhood. Seminars will be offered during the months of February, March, and April. Last year, Sarasota County awarded nearly all of the program's $99,000 to 13 different neighborhoods located throughout the county. For more information on that program and how to get involved, you can head over to our website at mysuncoast.com. And if you have questions about the roundabout project at US 41 from 10th Street to 14th Street in Sarasota, the Florida Department of Transportation is holding a public information meeting to help answer your questions on Thursday, March 1st at the Van Wezel Performing Arts Center. Department representatives will be available from 4:30 to 6:30 p.m. to informally discuss that project and answer any questions. Expected completion for that project is spring of 2020. Well, just some Chamber of Commerce weather here on the Sun Coast. I actually had to turn on my air conditioning recently because it was just too unbearably hot.
It's in the upper 80s, you know, when you see upper 80s, even 90-degree temperatures just a couple of days ago, and record broken or tied for the last 4 days now. You know it's hot here in Florida, and it looks as though things are going to change much over the weekend, so the ACs will be cranking away. Here's what's going on as far as photos go. We had some beautiful shots sent in. Once again, as we always do here, you know, this area, actually, you see a lot of these great shots around, and Sue sending this one into the crepuscular rays, always like that, and a good shot there. And another one here. This was what it was like out at Anna Maria. Perfect beach weather. You speak of Chamber of Commerce weather. Well, it certainly was all up and down area beaches as a result of this high pressure ridge which refuses to move, and it will stick around too, it looks like, for the upcoming next at least 5 days, possibly into 7 days, with temperatures riding well above average. And as far as the flood goes, well, flooding problems persist now into East Texas and Northwest Louisiana, all the way up into Arkansas tonight. And no rain expected here for the foreseeable future. We'll have a less than a 20% chance coming early next week, but that'll be about it. But look at all this dry air. It covers the Bahamas, all the way down into the southern Bahamas, and then throughout most of Cuba and all the Gulf of Mexico. Dry conditions in the upper levels of the atmosphere, mid-levels as well. And even if a shower or two were to pop up as a result of the daytime heating, it wouldn't be much. 72 degrees right now. We have fair skies and winds out of the east at 9. The pressure high at 30, 36, and that's not going anywhere anytime soon. The high today, 87. We tied the record today. We didn't set it, we tied it. The old mark set in 1990. And temperatures around the area all pretty much uniform in the low 70s right now, 73. At Rosedale, the Meadows, and in Sarasota, 72 degrees. Siesta Key, you're at 72. 72 in Northport and Rotunda, the 1 degree warmer at 73 degrees. Forecast, futurecast calling for that steady southeasterly wind flow. Tomorrow, a few spotty showers along the east coast and down near the Keys. We'll see that persist, as I said, right through Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, with no letting up as that high pressure just continues to hold firm over much of the southwestern portion of the Atlantic. Well, over the rest of the U.S., some snow falling now into Minnesota, Wisconsin, and to Iowa, some rain-snow mix there as a result of the temperatures right around freezing throughout Iowa and Kansas City right now, right at 32 degrees. The cold Arctic air has kind of taken a retreat back toward the northern Rockies and the northern Plains states, but it's cooler across parts of the upper Mississippi Valley tomorrow. Highs will be in the 40s and 50s, which is really not too bad. 73 degrees in Asheville for the high. The long-range model forecast, again, showing this large Arctic area just kind of hanging out here as a trough of low pressure hangs out in the west United States, and the ridging continues to break down a little bit next week, and into looks like early weekend we'll start to see some cooler temperatures come next weekend, not so much this weekend. East winds turn to the northwest, and the seas will be running 2 feet or less with a light chop out there. Here's a look now at the forecast as far as temperatures go. We'll see them into the mid-80s right through Saturday, Sunday, and staying into the upper 70s to low 80s right through Wednesday. Now, I didn't get a chance to go out with Captain Johnny, but a lot of people did get out, and with this warm weather around, people are still catching some big-time fish out there. Captain Alan Roth sending this photo in Magic Fishing Adventures of his client, still catching the triple tail. And that's a nice-looking triple tail right there. And get a look at how big this is, snook. This was from Captain Brian Marcy at Breakwater Charters. His clients catching that big snook. They needed 3 people to bring in, it looks like. They had to release that, though. Snook season officially opening March 1st, so just less than a week away, really. Captain Rick Grassett, tight lines, also catching a snook at night on a fly with his client right there. And we have Coach Steve Herrick. He took this gentleman out, and along with his family, Beach Fishing Adventures. And yes, they're catching pompano, bluefish, as well as many other species of fish out there. And as far as the red tide report goes, we had reports last week of red tide, nothing reported here along Suncoast waters from Manatee County through Charlotte County for that matter. So it's all gone away. It really wasn't all that thick here anyway, and it was just hanging off of Lee County. Even that down near Fort Myers is starting to weaken considerably. Should be great weather, by the way, for opening baseball. Jacqueline?
Yes. That is tomorrow. Thank you so much, Bob. Well, a delay in construction is leading to concerns Venice's Public Safety Center may not be built in time. The $16 million project is being funded by a municipal bond, which has a stipulation that that money must be spent no more than 3 years after it was granted. Because that money was granted last August, the City Council hoped to have ground broken by now, but an architect was only recently hired to design the building.
We have a project manager. We have city staff, and the architects are all working together, and we pretty much have assurance that we will be moving along on schedule.
It will take at least 2 years for the building to be designed and built. If it's not completed on that time, that could lead to increased fees on that municipal bond. We'll stay with us. Sports is next, but first, here's what's coming up on Jimmy Kimmel.
Guess who's here tonight? Oprah. Just watched a very insecure Oprah Winfrey, which is... Have you been insecure like any time in the last 35 years?
I'm trying to think about, have I ever?
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
So Matt told me to meet him at 7 a.m. sharp right here. It is now 7:01 a.m. You think Matt would leave without me? Hey, is Matt here?
Long con.
Long gone.
Just missed him.
Just missed him.
All done.
Mr. Sparky guarantees they're on time and the repair is free, so chop chop.
Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Matt, you started without me.
I finished without you too.
My Hometown Fest is coming to Nathan Benderson Park Saturday, March 3rd. Join us for culinary favorites from across the U.S. paired with your favorite craft beers. There's also great live music and activities for adults and kids. Buy your tickets today at myhometownfest.org.
Who else has been taking your prescriptions? Keep your medicine and your family safe and secure. Mind your meds. To learn how we can help, visit the Partnership for Drug-Free Kids at drugfree.org.
My life motto is keep moving. And as hard as it was when my husband passed away, I knew I had to keep doing what I love. Oops, coming. But I needed help with my insurance, and that's what the NAIC provides. They have resources to help you and your family make the best decision, and they'll help you to keep moving forward, just like me.
Designers do it with style.
Tell me what's going on here, because
Why, you don't like my hair? The Mark and Mandy Show. In-depth design ideas.
What is up with the tuck tape here? Let's cover it up.
Amazing beauty and fashion tips.
So Halle Berry has amazing skin. Her secret is coffee grounds.
No.
Delicious recipes.
Today, I'm gonna show you a special dish that is sure to please that special someone in your life.
Watch the Mark and Mandy Show right here on your favorite channel.
Soldiers in the Army National Guard live up to a set of time-honored principles.
I will always place the mission first.
They stand ready to respond to any crisis.
I will never accept defeat.
They serve in their communities as citizens and as soldiers.
I will never quit.
They train part-time to be ready to serve at all times.
I will never leave a fallen comrade.
Learn more at NationalGuard.com.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
Now, sports.
Well, Ed Smith Stadium is #1 for spring training. That's according to USA Today, which used Review Trackers, a data mining firm in Chicago, to conduct a study of the 23 stadiums used for spring training. It analyzed the comments in 36,000 online reviews and found that Ed Smith is the most liked venue when it comes to exhibition games. And the Tampa Bay Rays trading one of its discarded players. The Rays sending outfielder Corey Dickerson to the Pirates for pitcher Daniel Hudson and a minor leaguer. In a money-saving move, Dickerson was designated for assignment over the weekend after hitting a career-high 27 home runs for the Rays last season and making the All-Star team. He'll now bring that power to Pittsburgh. And the spring training exhibition games get underway tomorrow for the 3 teams that practice here on the Suncoast. At Ed Smith Stadium in Sarasota, the Orioles will host the Rays split squad at 1:05. And in Port Charlotte, the Rays will host the Pirates. Again, first pitch is set for 1:05 tomorrow. That's a look at sports. We'll have your winning lotto numbers when we come back.
Thousands of award-winning Honda SUVs are on sale from $189 a month during the Honda President's Day sales event. You've got to see these SUVs. Get a surprisingly spacious 2018 HR-V, $189 a month, or step up to Pilot for $289 a month with available seating for 8. Plus, we have Motor Trend's SUV of the Year, the 2018 CR-V, and Ridgeline, a Car and Driver's 10 Best. All on sale for up to $3,805, less than the competition at your local Honda dealer.
SRQ Performance Parts provides parts and accessories from over 300 manufacturers, so you can get that new manifold, carburetor, gasket, bolt kit, or nitrous oxide system fast. We'll help you beat the competition. Call or visit SRQ Performance Parts online today for all your high-performance parts and advice.
We all love our kids and want what's best for them. You have the power to help your kids learn to succeed in life every day. When you promote a love for learning at home, children build the skills they need to be ready for school. You can be their everyday hero. It's easy. Just text Everyday Hero to 77453 for simple learning tips.
You love your couch and want to protect it from spills, food, and scratching, shedding pets. Introducing Couch Coat, the reversible, washable quilted cover that protects your couch. Shield against spills, wow, stop stains, and dirty pet paws and sharp claws. Plus, it's reversible with 2 stylish colors. Guaranteed to fit any couch up to 92 inches or your money back. It even has covers to protect armrests. Machine washable too.
My grandkids destroy everything, but with Couch Coat, my couch is always protected, looking as good as it did the day I bought it.
Get your Couch Coat for just $19.99, and it's reversible in brown and cream, like 2 couch coats for the price of 1. Order right now, and you can double your offer. Get a second Couch Coat. Just pay a separate fee. Order right now.
Call 1-800-943-0710 to get your couch coat. Call now or go to couchcoat.com. So call 1-800-943-0710. That's 1-800-943-0710. Call now.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com, your guide to the foodie lifestyle. ABC7's own Chef Judy serves up her favorite recipes, cooking tips and trends, dining blogs, step-by-step videos, and Suncoast Restaurant Guide. You'll find it all at mysuncoast.com/dining. The Florida Lottery winning numbers are sponsored by Frontier Fios.
A big event in Sarasota today helping Suncoast kids' dreams come true. Partners with Southern Florida's Make-A-Wish group taking part in Cooking for Wishes at Michael's on East today. It featured a 4-course interactive lunch where guests prepare their own meals under the direction of an executive chef. The proceeds from Cooking for Wishes will help make the dreams of Suncoast kids come true.
Make-A-Wish has actually granted 2 wishes, one for each of my daughters that have cystic fibrosis, to give a chronically ill child that lives on a day-to-day basis knowing that they've got a disease that may shorten their life. For Make-A-Wish to come in and grant a wish for something that they may never get to do, whether financial reasons or for health reasons, we're truly blessed.
Make-A-Wish Southern Florida has granted more than 11,000 life-changing wishes since 1983 for children who have critical illnesses. So glad to hear that, especially for those who, like she mentioned, are physically unable to do things or financially unable to.
Yeah, tough too, cystic fibrosis. We are looking at some different kinds of weather lately. You know, I'm telling you, it's been very warm, and it looks like that's going to go on and on and on. But that's good news for spring training.
Right.
Norm Schimmel, sending me this in the first game today. He said it was the first game. It was inter-squad, so there were no fans there, but nonetheless, it was a big day. Here's a look at the day planner for Friday. Looking good. Nice baseball weather.
We will certainly take it. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Have a great night.